Hello, ladies and germs. I am one of your hosts, Ryan.
I'm Danny.
And today we have for you episode 2 of the Overstimulated podcast. Can we get a round of applause? Can we get something going? Thank you. Yeah, we're back.
Those are our two fans.
Yeah, a bit of a hiatus, but I think we're back stronger than ever. I lifted like 3 times since episode 1. So I'm physically stronger, mentally weaker than I was then, but we're getting back to it.
I'm definitely weaker.
Yeah. So our first sponsor for episode 2 and our only sponsor is Mel's Magnificent Smells. And I'd really like to give a big shout out to Mel because he hooked it up this time for us and gave us 2 packaged smells that we are going to live smell for you here. So Danny, you want to do yours first? Or you want me to go first?
You go first.
Okay, cool. Picking up earthy tones, for sure, but also sort of a Costco free sample garbage must. I can't really put my nose on it. I don't know. What'd you get?
That's definitely cannabis.
Okay, yeah. So any DEA agent watching, don't Google Mel's Magnificent Smells. Okay.
You're on the radar now. All right, so we do like to give a gift to all of our guests on the show. And we didn't have a guest this time, so I figured we'd get something for each other. So for you, I got this thing, big guy.
Oh, shirt for me?
It's an oversized
Moisture
shirt.
wicking?
Yeah, it's from a grocery store.
Yeah. Oh, thank you, dude.
Oh, shit. Okay. I got The Last Song by Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah, no, I just finished reading that the other day, and I thought you could probably learn a little from it. So, don't know what it's about still. Have no clue what it's about. I'm going to put this shirt on, though.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I would
no
put
problem.
this on, but it's a book.
So, how you been, Danny?
I've been all right. Just kind of waiting for the second episode to come around.
What were you doing while you're waiting? Just in the crib?
Oh, yeah, just a lot of dicking around, I run a podcast now, so there really isn't much else going on.
No, after the first 12 grand we made off of episode 1, like, quick trip to Ibiza, no big deal, came back unscathed, all good. My intestines did take minor damage on the flight home. They always told me never order seafood on a plane. That was my grandpa told that to me, but
He died from eating seafood on a plane.
He did. He was young. He was younger than he should have died, but that's the way it goes, man.
He had it coming. He ordered the scallops.
Yeah, no, it was actually shrimp. So this is back. This was back in the day when like the most poppin' seafood dish was a shrimp cocktail. 1998.
1998.
Yeah, 1998. So a year after I was birthed, shrimp cocktail was popping off. Shrimp cocktail was essentially like the food Old Town Road of the 90s. Maybe the 80s, I don't know.
I tried squid for the first time, and that was fucking weird.
Like calamari or
like a grilled squid.
How was it?
I didn't like the idea of something's full leg being in my mouth, let alone
it's not
like
technically
8.
a leg.
What, tentacles? That's even weirder.
There's
feel
no
like.
bone. There's no bone to it.
Yeah, I almost kind of wish there was a bone.
I don't. Have you ever had frog legs?
No.
See, frog legs, like, the line between meat and bone is so thin.
Yeah?
Like, yeah, you really have to basically be a rabbit and just kind of pick a little meat off those bones. Slurp a little meat off those bones.
I was in Florida really hoping to eat an alligator.
You could have.
Like cooked, live, I
had one in New Jersey. I ate some alligator in New Jersey last summer.
I know you could get alligator
Hey, you
in
could.
New Jersey.
I ate like alligator, like ravioli or some shit like that.
I'm not trusting some alligator chef in New Jersey. That's way too far from
Well, you
the
got a
source.
plug.
That's like ordering seafood on a plane.
Yeah. So I'll make sure that my other grandpa, who's still living, never gets in touch with alligator in New Jersey.
God forbid.
But he lives in Florida half the year, so he's all right. He's close to the source. Do you know about the nutritional integrity of alligator, Devin? You have any clue about that?
It's like chicken, very high in protein and lean.
Lean?
Yeah.
So
It's
people in
lean.
Florida could be in shape if they, shifted their diets.
Yeah, maybe a little less meth, a little more gator.
A little less oxy, a little more crocky.
Yeah, there you go.
Crocky, mate.
I forgot what it is about the Florida laws with journalism. I think there was a reason why like so much of like their small time stories get published in public that other
really?
states don't have. Yeah. That's why you hear so much shit going on in Florida, because they can just say whatever, I think.
That's on the journalists. That's not on the Floridians. Because you've been to Florida, dude. I think.
I went to Florida one
Yeah.
time. I didn't really get the full experience.
Yeah.
I was hoping to, if you want the full Florida experience,
Mm-hmm.
I don't think going to Miami or like Tampa is what you gotta do.
The
You gotta do
Everglades.
that for half of it, but you gotta hang out in the Everglades a little bit.
Yeah.
and
Yeah, go
meet
fight
one
a
of those-
gator.
you
If this
gotta meet one of those
podcast does
people.
well, like I would be down to go fund me like a little Everglades trip for us, where we kind of see who can survive the longest swimming through the swamp.
I had a coworker tell me that in the Everglades you go on like tours to hunt. I think it's pythons.
Uh-huh.
They're an invasive species down there. So
Okay.
so you wrestle pythons and you cut them open.
Damn.
And
See what they got.
and to some people that's just like a weekend trip, baby. You know,
Yeah.
that's what they do for fun. You
Yeah,
know?
dude. But that's like crazy because that's one of the only hunting expeditions where like you could cut open your animal and find a missing child.
Yeah, or
Like
a couple
they're-
of missing
yeah,
children.
Yeah, like a whole orphanage.
Or a missing tour guide for
yeah, yeah.
hunting pythons. You know,
some dude named Derek from Grand Rapids, Michigan,
There's-
just stumbled out of his fan boat inside the Everglades, and that was in a python.
If I was a python, I would have no problem eating somebody from the Midwest. You know,
yeah.
that
Yeah, because
nice
that's
and plump.
hardy. Yeah, hardy. They're probably eating chili, potatoes. Like they got hardy ass. Well, they're also probably eating Hardee's.
A lot of it.
Yeah.
I don't
Just
mean,
to beefier people.
So what do you got? Do you guys know the difference between Jack in the Box and Hardee's?
No, I don't think they're. I think it's just a different logo.
Okay. Yeah, because I've always thought that. I mean, the crazy thing about those is like you have to try to get a vegetable at a Hardee's. Like you can't even get a fucking burger with lettuce or tomato. Like they're like, I don't know. We could just put on bacon, sausage, onion rings. Well, I guess onion. That's a vegetable.
Potatoes, if you want to be a stickler. But I feel like the way that we eat potatoes, it's almost not even a vegetable
No, it's
anymore.
disgusting.
You know,
It's disgusting how we eat potatoes.
you might as well just be eating just flour at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I do.
And
I do.
actual flour would definitely be more nutritious than the way that we cook potatoes.
See, yeah, that's what you'd think. Like looking at flowers, you would think that's probably the most nutritious food. It's bright. It has lush petals.
Well, I think bright is supposed to mean poisonous in the animal kingdom.
I think it's depends how it goes. But also, like we've manipulated so many vegetables genetically that we don't even know what the fuck our vegetables used to look like. Like like corn. Like corn was mad small and dark.
I don't have a problem eating genetically modified.
No, either do I. I'm
vegetables.
just saying I don't have a problem with it either. Like I don't think, I don't think it's a big deal. I actually like them.
Yeah.
I prefer my corn to be a bit bigger.
You know who's probably eating a lot of non-GMO food right now?
Who?
ASAP Rocky.
Oh, dude. Well, maybe he isn't, dude. The Swedish prison's definitely not bad.
No,
They were saying his conditions were bad, but then his lawyer said that they weren't. So I don't know. He might just be bargaining to get him out too.
probably. There's no shot in hell a Swedish jail is treating ASAP Rocky poorly. You know,
Yeah.
he's probably got some fans
Yeah.
in there,
Yeah, he definitely
You
has
know?
fans. He definitely has fans in there.
at least one or two.
But also, like, just being in any kind of prison where you don't know their main language has to be a nightmare.
That's actually a pretty
Yeah, because you ever hear about like Freddie Gibbs' story?
no.
Yeah, where I think he was in France and he was accused of like rape, and he said like he was in this room and it was like a movie, like everyone turned into cops, and then he's just like like the flower guy turns into a cop, and then he gets arrested. He's put in this jail. He doesn't speak any of the language. They're just like yelling at him, taking their phones out, taking videos of him because like they knew he was famous, but they didn't really know who he was.
Well, Freddie
And,
Gibbs is also significally less pretty than ASAP Rocky.
Yeah, significantly less.
know?
Tougher.
Tougher, but
But ASAP beat the shit out of that dude. Like, that was crazy, man. He slammed him, and
I feel like
he definitely knows how to fight a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, scrappy. He's ASAP scrap.
I mean,
Mm-hmm.
if I had an entourage with me too, I'd probably be one. I wouldn't be precise with my punches. I would just just swing them.
I mean,
ASAP Rocky.
Listen, I want him free, but the solution to that whole thing would have just been like, just don't, no matter what, don't hit them. Like, if you're in a different country, like, just hitting someone's a big risk. Not saying he was necessarily in the wrong. I just think, to de-escalate that, that's probably the only way.
It's just crazy how people are spinning the narrative too
Mm-hmm.
about it.
Yeah, I feel like no one really knows the true
I don't truthfully
narrative.
believe. I don't think he was defending women.
He might have been, because like the dudes were tailing him for a while, and then two girls stopped to translate for these two dudes who were like tailing him, and then allegedly like they like groped them, and then it escalated into a fight. So if that's how it went down, honorable, very honorable, free ASAP Rocky. Even if that's how it didn't go down, free ASAP Rocky. But honestly, like, listen, he's got time. He's got time. His last album wasn't my favorite. I'm not going to say he should be there, but I'm just saying he should use this time wisely, reflect, and not fall into a Chance the Rapper situation.
He should be in jail for a little bit for testing. Not like a long time.
Chance should be in jail right now.
I know.
He should be in custody.
That kills me too. That really bothers me.
No, that's like part of growing up, man. Your favorite people don't stay as cool. They don't.
He definitely didn't stay as cool.
Yeah.
I don't think it's right to say, like Eminem got a little shittier when he got off drugs.
Uh-huh.
People are like, oh, let's sprinkle a little bit of acid in Chance the Rapper's next beverage. I don't think that's...
Yeah, I don't agree with that. I mean,
that's not a good opinion.
I'm here for it. I'm here for it if it happened, but I don't think that's the best way to go about it. I think an artist should grow with their as their life progresses. And I think he kind of regressed.
Yeah, he just got married and he doesn't really have anything. Doesn't have anything to talk about, which is, I think, the issue. Because how many songs can you make about getting married?
Yeah.
And being really happy?
See, my thing with it was like, some songs were introspective, but like 70% of the album was really just fluff. And like I was re-listening to Scorpion, like Drake's album, and I was like, damn, I didn't even like this that much. But after listening to Chance's album, like, this seems like you get such a deeper look into Drake, even though, who knows who was writing that, who knows how genuine, but at least you get the facade of like, this dude is talking about things on his mind.
Even if other people are writing it still feels a little more like Drake wrote it than Chance.
Yeah, like a Beyonce album. Like, it could hit you right in your heart. It's not her words, but it's her feelings.
Totally.
It's her powerful, hypnotic voice.
I don't know how much I want to get into this, but I think I definitely still stand by my opinion that the Jay-Z and Beyonce affair never happened.
Yeah, I don't agree with you on that at all. I get where you're coming from.
I'm radicalized with this one.
Well, you're radicalized in general with this. Like, you said to me a couple weeks ago that you don't think Lil Nas X thinks of any of his tweets.
Yeah, I don't think that.
I don't know if he does. It's definitely someone young writing the tweets, if it's not him.
It's high stakes. That's high stakes shit.
It's high stakes. And then you see like him and Mason Ramsey interact, and it's like, wow, these labels got good tweet writers.
Yeah, and country music, man. That
could be a gig for you though.
Country?
You get hired. No, you get hired by like Atlantic and just write tweets for Lil Nas X.
And I would at that point, I'm gonna start denying that the stuff never happened.
Yeah.
Then I'm gonna be a part of the system.
And that's honestly better for them, because if you start out as a denier and then get into the system and then you start arguing for them, that makes their lie more solidified. It gives you money, gives you a livelihood.
PR is a crazy thing, man.
Yeah.
There's
there's good ways and there's bad ways to do it.
I dated a girl whose uncle was the publicist for Michael Jackson.
Ooh,
that's a tough gig.
Tough gig.
That's a real tough gig right there.
How's he doing?
Michael Jackson?
No, I know how Michael Jackson's doing. How is the publicist doing?
Oh, I don't know.
Sitting on a...
I don't know. He's got some
big old pack of money.
Actually, no. He works for the Indian government or something.
Okay.
Yeah, dude just lives in Brooklyn, has some sort of terminal illness. I don't really know.
What does that have to do with him working for the Indian government?
No, I don't know.
Is that what you do when like you're Michael Jackson's publicist and
you automatically get an invitation?
Yeah. Yeah, India emails you like, walk outside your apartment.
We need your help right now.
We have a job for you. Our reputation is tarnished.
He also was with Bob Marley on his deathbed.
Damn.
That's really
What'd he say?
Bob Marley?
Yeah, what'd he say going out?
I don't know.
Overstimulated exclusive.
If I had to assume, it would be...
Yeah, you should guess. You should guess what he said.
I'm dying, man.
It's poetic.
That's what I'd be saying.
No heartbeat, no cry.
No heartbeat.
Although you probably do cry when you die, just fluids expelling.
So
do you?
What, when I cry?
Because I don't want to look like a bitch when I cry like that. Like I don't want I don't want people to be like, damn, this dude died and now he's bawling his eyes out. Like,
Are you
what
talking
are you gonna
about?
cry about at that point?
That guy's a pussy. He just died.
Yeah.
He's crying.
Or it's like, oh, that dead dude just shit himself. What a bitch.
How embarrassing.
Dude, get it together.
Get this fucking dead guy a diaper.
Oh,
Jeez.
dead man needs Depends.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Dude, I mean, that's going to be a relieving pissy, though. Right after you die, just let it rip. No one cares. Because think about how good it must feel to just commit to just pissing your pants like that.
Yeah, I might just kind of hold it in.
If you want to do it now, I wouldn't be pissed.
I was thinking about I was thinking
Yeah.
about like
What
beyond
have
the
you been
grave,
thinking,
like
man? What have
fucking
you
with
been
people. Because that's
Beyond your own
who are
death?
they gonna blame? Yeah, like who
Okay,
are they
yeah,
gonna blame?
yeah.
You know.
Uh-huh.
Like I was reading up on this could have not happened. I don't know. It was a news article. It doesn't mean anything nowadays.
Yeah.
But this lady killed her husband for the insurance money, and she was like his second wife.
Ooh.
Like
At
after
the same
first
time?
one.
Oh, okay.
After the first one didn't work
Okay.
out.
Yeah.
And all the insurance money went to his first wife.
Damn,
And
that
that
was... Because I guess he got the policy.
Yeah, the will or
Oh,
something.
damn.
And then the caption was just like City Boy is up 300.
Damn. Yeah.
So I was thinking about some shit like that I should pull.
For the City Boys?
Yeah, like, you know, I read somewhere some guy was just like, on my deathbed, I'm going to leave a note that says, like, Marcello has the money,
That's a good idea.
you know, and just drive my family insane.
Yeah, they're just like running up on any dude
Named Marcello,
Yeah, like
just-
looking through the yellow pages.
Yeah, yeah, that'd be, you know, just a funny little prank
Yeah.
to pull on your family beyond the grave.
Making your family sift through a phone book after your death is one of the most funny pranks.
Yeah, making them clean up your poop.
Yeah.
That's not that funny.
Yeah, it's actually kind of fucked up.
It's yeah, that's
See
fucked
that?
up.
See, we should try to find a
pretty funny.
sponsor. Oh yeah, okay, it's a little funny, but it's kind of fucked up. But I was just thinking we should try to find a sponsor or develop our own company that, you know, some shit you wear if you're expecting to die. It's got to be thicker than Depends because the secretion is going to be a lot. Maybe some sort of like plastic bag type of thing that could just catch it all, so your family can just swiftly remove that and then get to their business.
I think it was T.I. that said dress like you could die in that outfit.
Damn.
And that's
Thank God I'm dressed like I want to die right now.
that's why I'm wearing this shirt.
Dude, this shirt, Danny, I want to thank you again for this shirt, man. I really like it.
I went for the biggest size I could because I was
I'm a
shooting
big
for
boy.
impractical, but that
No, I'm a big boy. I fill this in. I fill this
it
one
looks
in.
good. It's moisture wicking.
This is good too because I can get fat, and no one would know. If I'm
I
wearing
know.
this.
I'm losing my mind thinking about the wardrobe shifts I'm gonna have to do as I get fatter.
Yeah.
When I get older.
I mean, there's two things you could do. You could just shift your lifestyle or get fat.
And a lot of people pick get fat.
I don't know if they consciously pick, to be honest, but they definitely get fat. A lot of people get fat.
Yeah,
But some people lose weight too. Some people, you know, do a little better with a regimen.
and those are always the worst people to be around.
Yeah, it's like, oh, you figured it out at 40? Fuck you, dude.
Yeah,
Fuck
like you
you.
got thin at 50.
Yeah.
Nice,
Thanks.
man. Good
Thanks
for you.
Thanks, dude. I was thin 20 years ago. Remember that? I was getting laid. I was getting laid back then.
You think you're gonna drink aggressively into your old age?
No.
No.
Nah.
When do you
I mean, I
it's-
think I want to still have it, like, in my bag of tricks.
Yeah.
You know, so if I meet some new people, you know, just get a little ruckus. But I care about my health. I was talking with Devin today. Like, I want to one day be a wise old dude because those are the coolest people. Not just dudes, women too, but like people that are smart and have seen shit throughout decades, have real wisdom.
That's crazy because I want to be like a senile lunatic.
Really.
By the time I
mean,
reach like
that's-
60.
Yeah, man. Everyone has their own opinions on shit. So that's
I
fine.
really want like a glass eyeball. You know.
Well, I never said I didn't want that. I just wanted to be wise. I think that makes you a little wiser.
Oh, losing an eye.
Well, yeah, because a glass eyeball is essentially like your vision shooting back into your brain,
That
looking
sounds
into
pretty wild.
yourself,
But
looking
also,
into yourself.
if you like shoot your eye out with like a bow and arrow,
Yeah.
that's not really what. I mean, I guess you gain wisdom from it, but you were not a wise.
Well, you don't gain wisdom from that because it's definitely hitting part of your brain. So, yeah. So I don't know, man. But I mean, hopefully, with Neuralink, we'll be able to keep our brains advanced through damage.
That's something I was really looking forward to talking about.
Yeah, so I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm an expert on this by any means, but
I don't know shit about it.
Throughout the past week, I've probably put in 38 minutes of research on this, so I'm getting somewhere.
You got me beat.
So what I've kind of got from it is that essentially this is a chip that will be inserted into your brain, robotic surgery.
You should preface this by saying it's Elon Musk's company.
Big E,
our boy Elon.
Yep, Tesla Daddy,
Dr. Grimes,
the guy with the mind, big old Mr. Brain, thicky thoughts.
Oh man, Elon Musk is definitely just kind of on the spectrum.
I mean, I think that you have to be a genius like that. Like, I think like autism spectrum is something that probably encapsulates most of the geniuses we've had throughout history.
And it's not something we touch upon a lot, I feel like.
Well, but think about it, like if your brain is wired in a different way that allows you to like see things differently than the 99.9% of people, like if you still have high function, like that is a real advantage in business, but like interpersonally, I don't really think it is.
And like that dude, Grimes.
Oh yeah, no, he like dated her. He probably banged her like.
I thought he was still dating Grimes.
He might still be dating her.
I'm pretty sure he's still dating Grimes.
But like, what time does that dude have to date? Like, you know, how much does he see her?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I feel like they sleep
often.
in separate beds.
Yeah, separate pods.
Oh yeah, like
or she has a bed, he has a pod.
He hangs from the rafters like a bat.
Yeah, he definitely already has some way he can only sleep like 2 hours a night.
Totally.
And get fully rested.
Totally.
He definitely already has that fucking chip in his head. 100%.
Easy, man.
So, let me just go into explaining this. If you haven't heard about it, definitely watch the 22-minute talk that Elon gives on it, and you will understand it less. That is for sure. But I read like this little article, and it essentially summed up how, you know, the chip has these 300, way more than 30, 10 times to be exact, 300 little hairs essentially that go into your brain and are just reading the action potentials of your synapses like through electric readings. You know, it's a very crude analysis of this, but essentially it's just to figure out how your brain's functioning. And they've already had similar technology be applied to people with Parkinson's, and it's shown to help. So if it works for people like that, I'd say all the better. But the thing about their company is like their end goal is human enhancement, which is like what the scariest 2-word phrase of 2019, most likely.
I feel like
that's a bold statement, but
what you said about it helping people with Parkinson's kind of makes me think like that's almost the gateway. Into, like, oh, this cured my Parkinson's, and it made my dick work again.
Yeah.
Well, I might as well just download the app and go full.
Yeah. Then they're gonna outsell Wheaties, you know, in a year. But the thing is, that worries me about things like that is like if they actually came up with like a computer human integration that was really effective and made people smarter or like access information quicker, this is going to have a high price point and the people who get it are going to be rich, and then that essentially makes like two different species, and the elite is like the genius species.
Well, his whole take too was that cell phones are like human evolution, and now
he basically thinks we're already cyborgs,
which to a certain degree is kind of true. I mean, I know
we're tethered to them for sure.
I have the potential to know things that I never would, and I could see why you would want to take it one step further and just kind of like have them connected if that's your outlook on having a cell phone with internet.
But here's if it makes my life better than having a cell phone, you know, like if just I want to know more about Neuralink right now. Thinking if just Google results type of things were pulling up in my thoughts, that would be cool. But then why do we need school?
You don't.
But I feel like it's still good to be like sharp and smart without technology, but maybe it one day will be illegitimate. I don't know.
Just having a phone has already made me dull in some aspects. Like even today I had to, you know, do like just a little bit of math to add a tip onto a check, and like I didn't have to think it through. I looked at it. I was like, okay, I have to carry a 1 here. Fuck that. I'm just gonna pull out my calculator. Like I take the easy way out almost every other time.
Yeah.
And so when you throw in like a brain enhancement, it just lets me know it right off the bat.
I don't know if that's how it works. Like I don't even know if it's possible for that.
I don't know anything about it.
I don't know anything. I don't know a fucking thing.
And that's the beauty of it.
Welcome to the Overstimulated podcast. We don't know shit. If you come here for information, you're a dumbass. Literally.
If you're listening to this,
if you're listening to this, I hate you and you're dumb. I'm sorry, I did not mean that. I actually really appreciate your viewership, presence. It's what supported us. It's what supported my trip to Ibiza.
We got two great
I'm so
fans.
thankful for it.
We got two great fans.
We got a thicky fan base. I mean, I've been saying this. I'm not going to stop saying this. I think we have the thickest fan base in podcasting.
Easy.
By far.
Easy.
By far.
Our fans keep getting fat.
No, they're not even fat. They're thick. They're juicy, dude. Like Devin, the dude who runs our podcast. That dude has juicy thighs. I'm just complimenting my friend.
Thank you.
No, dude, no problem. Like, I'm saying that man to man. Like, I really do think you have some of the best thighs of anyone I've ever been friends with. So,
I really work hard for them.
no, I know you do, man. That's why I'm saying it. Like, commending your work.
It means a lot.
Dude, no problem. I love you, man.
I love you too.
Dude,
All right.
This is so cute. This is the cutest thing we've ever done.
So
Here.
what's this deal with Mark Wahlberg committing a hate crime?
Is this true? We've been hearing, we were approached by a man in a truck the other day, and he came up to us and he just said 3 words: Google Wahlberg hate crimes. And then while driving away, he said, "It's Mark."
Oh, okay. I see.
So what do we
that
got here?
quote.
Don't pardon Mark Wahlberg's hate crime conviction. That is a headline from a very illegitimate looking website.
That's the best
So yeah, Devin,
part.
if you could just read over that real quick and just let us know what we're missing out on.
Read that opening quote.
So I'm gonna say this real quick. I love The Departed. I love The Departed, dude. It's a great movie. I fucking hate that Transformers movie that he did. So I'm ready to shoot him off. I'm ready to basically say, I like House of Cards season 1 through 4. I fucking love it. But am I gonna advocate for Kevin Spacey? Nah, dude.
I'm not gonna buy Kevin Spacey merchandise.
No, and you know what? I'm gonna bring that up. That video he put out of him in character as Frank Underwood, he's guilty. He's guilty,
yeah.
dude. Like,
Oh,
anyone
yeah.
who does something like that is guilty.
Oh yeah.
Hello, Twitter world.
Hello, Twitter world. I got some getting even to do. I didn't kill that woman. Nuh-uh.
You think OJ is gonna kill again?
Nah. He already
might.
did it. You gotta wait unless
but-
he really liked it.
Yeah.
Which, like,
Damn.
I mean, you know,
I don't know.
He did it pretty brutally. He must have.
Yeah. I feel like you usually kill again. I don't know. I've never met a open killer, and he's not one of them either. So.
He's a pretty open killer.
I mean, he did come out with that book. I did it, or if I did it,
It might as well.
might as well have been
I
called
did it.
"Why I Did It."
Yeah, didn't he go into detail as to how he would
I don't
kill
know.
someone?
Once again, not an
hypothetically, if he
expert
had
on
to?
shit, but
Yeah.
yeah, he definitely could have. So Devin, did you figure out anything? So what went on?
I think I read
All right,
the.
so the article starts saying, in
Calling you out, Mark.
1988, Mark Wahlberg attacked 2 Asian American men in separate racially motivated hate crimes.
So it was
the
two
first-
separate. Oh, sorry to interrupt.
Tan Lam was pummeled with a 5-foot-long wooden stick.
Holy fuck, dude! Oh my god, how is he still in the public
According
eye?
to court documents, Wahlberg screamed, "Vietnam fucking shit," as he beat Lam unconscious.
Damn.
After fleeing the scene where he had assailed Lin, Wahlberg beat his second victim, Ho Trin, punching him in the eye.
Wait, so he beat this man with the stick and then left to go beat another Vietnamese.
And he yelled
man.
Vietnam fucking shit.
What?
This says Wahlberg claims he's a changed man. So did he admit to it?
I mean, so I guess he's admitting to it. But I feel like he's got to talk about that.
I know he had some.
You don't think he has to?
Why would he?
Well, I'm not saying he should talk about it for his career, but for the respect of humanity in general, because I feel like he's a very like philanthropic type of dude.
You ever been in a Wahlburgers?
No, I never have. You've told me about the nightmares that exist inside of that hellhole.
Wahlburgers felt like an old like.
And so this is do all
in
the brothers
Boston.
own it?
I'm pretty sure it's
definitely
like a
Mark's
family
money.
run thing. Danny Wahlberg or Donnie Wahl. I'm sure it's Donnie.
Both of them scum. Dirty scum.
He's just the balding, overweight version of Mark Wahlberg. I think
Okay.
he's got a bigger say in Wahlburgers. I bought a
He's
very
bigger stomach.
man,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
I bought a very expensive Bud Light at
What was the price
Wahlburgers.
point of this Bud Light?
Like $7.
Also, Bud Light, side note, shittiest light beer to ever exist. That's
I
my
don't know
take.
about that one.
All right,
True.
bold take. Go on, Danny.
I
Go
Bud
on.
Light's pretty shitty.
Go on.
Yeah, I went into this Wahlburgers and it definitely didn't feel homey.
What did it feel like?
I mean, I was in the city. I was a brown man in the city of Boston, so like nothing really felt like
Yeah.
home. But
It all feels like danger.
But if I had to pick the least homey spot in Boston, Massachusetts for me, it would definitely have been Wahlburgers.
So, what kind of
It was quiet.
what kind of hate crimes were you subject to inside of there?
In Boston?
No, just by the Wahlberg family specifically.
They weren't there.
Well, that's why would you go then? You know,
That might be a hate crime.
Not showing up.
that was because
That
you were
was them.
Pakistani. That's
Yeah, they
why,
probably
yeah.
saw me walking in. All in all, I mean,
Hey, we gotta get the fuck out of here, boys.
is he brown? Mark, grab the stick.
Pakistani fucking shit. Please, no one take that soundbite.
Canceled.
Damn, we could easily get taken out of context and
Yeah, but
canceled.
fuck it, dude. We're out here bringing justice into this world. Mark, if you're watching this, Mark, talking to you, DJ, Mark Wahlberg, you Irish piece of shit. You're gonna answer for your crimes in the public forum, at the town square, outside of Wahlburgers. You're gonna answer for what you did. Yeah,
Glad you got that one out.
Yeah, I needed to get that out because there's been a lot of tension between me and Mark for years. He doesn't know about it, but it's been building in my heart. So
I really don't think I would get along with him very well if I met him.
I think
in
I
person.
fucking hate him. I think I'd hate him. He has this look of someone I hate. But
Just the squinty-eyed white dude.
yeah,
From Boston.
it's like, where is there a sun in this room somewhere? The fuck are you squinting about, dude?
Just always up at 4 a.m.
I watched this video today of this. It was about food on in space, like all the different shit they got to eat. And there was this one lady who was talking who like had the biggest bags under her eyes that I've ever seen. I was like, I almost wanted to comment like, let's get this lady out of space. Like, she needs help.
Take a nap.
Yeah, she needs to be nourished and shit and sleep. But yeah, they were just like, it must suck. Like everything you have to eat has to have liquid in it, or else it like will just break apart. So like their salt and pepper are liquid salt and pepper, which like
Ew.
can't be good. The liquid salt's probably fine. Liquid pepper, I don't know if I'm down with all that, but
Yeah.
whatever. They eat everything in tortillas.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, I like that. Leaner, yeah, cutting down on
It's a
carbs.
space wrap.
Yeah, it's that ketogenic exploration that they're embarking on.
Being an astronaut's definitely like super romanticized.
I thought you were gonna say it's super romantic.
It could be.
Yeah.
It's just you and this other dude in the pod
Yeah,
in
dude.
space.
Yeah, imagine it's you and Mark Wahlberg up there, and you at day one you call him out to answer for his crimes, his 1998 hate crimes, 1988.
Oh, he would
1988.
eject you into space so quick.
Yeah, damn, dude. Imagine being in space with someone you fucking hate.
You just hang out on the other side of the pod.
Yeah, it would be kind of cool. You could float away from them. Like
Yeah, but then they float after
Yeah.
you. Oh man, a fist fight in
Yeah.
space must be so
Yeah.
The
frustrating.
most low impact.
you'd
Slow fight.
have to choke. It would be all groundwork. But it wouldn't even be on the ground. You'd be floating through the air, just like putting this dude's knee behind his ear.
Deep sea divers. That's probably even worse than being in space with somebody. Like,
Yeah.
the underwater welding. I was looking into that for like maybe
Underwater
20
welding?
minutes. It's a very lucrative career,
What the fuck is that, dude?
dude. You have
Make
to
a lot of money.
You make a lot of
What
money.
is the? Oh, so it's like
You fix like,
structures.
oil rigs.
Oh,
and
okay.
shit
I
like
thought
that.
this was like people that just make things, but exclusively underwater.
No, I don't. They're probably whittling and shit down there, but I don't think.
Yeah,
they're
we
making
are
anything.
Atlantis Welding. It's no biggie. It's no big deal. Yeah, so I don't know.
So underwater welding, they
Yeah.
make a ton of money, but they're in like this little tube. They're in a submarine, which is you can't even float away from people.
Are they working in the submarine?
They have to leave the submarine. They weld, and they're usually working with like he said, like oil rigs and pretty
Okay.
explosive shit.
Dynamite?
Maybe.
If you get like sucked into a crack, it'll like a little.
Oh yeah,
little
because
tiny-
pressure's freaky. Like
Yeah.
we were doing
the water will suck you in. You get pinned
yeah,
against it.
yeah, we were in this lake the other day, And what were those fish? What were those fish you were talking about, Devin? Those 600-pound big boys?
Oh, sturgeon.
Sturgeon. So, can you pull up a picture of a sturgeon? Because I am curious.
Yeah, they're
but
like fucking dinosaurs.
yeah, but so we were in this lake doing depth checks because I don't like it when I go to a lake and they try to deceive me about the depth. That shit pisses me off big time. Like just like you go to a lake, they tell you it's 80 feet of depth. I want to be able to swim to the deepest point and get that 80 feet. Oh, so this is what we were swimming with. A sturgeon?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, they're big boys.
God,
Damn.
if one of those
That
things
one-
brushed
that
up
one's
against
probably
my
like 400,
foot.
500 pounds.
In a different life, I become a surgeon. Change my name to Sturgeon.
Sturgeon.
Hi, this is Sturgeon Surgeons.
Sturge.
We deal surgeons. You need a surgery? That would be crazy, man. Being a black market surgeon.
Dan, those exist too.
Yeah, I know, man. I mean, I'm thinking about flipping a toe or two because I'm getting a little broke.
You have 2 kidneys.
Yeah,
Could sell
that's a
a
good. I
kidney.
mean, that's like, but I just don't know how to remove my own kidney.
That's what really
You get them to
blew.
do it.
No, but like, I don't trust anyone. I don't trust.
They're gonna have to
anyone.
put you under, and they have your kidney at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they could just walk. They could just
dude,
walk
you know,
away.
fuck it. They could have my kidney. They could have my kidney, but they can't take my kids. And that's a fact.
Couldn't take my kids.
That's true.
Yeah, that's a fucking big old fact. Yeah, so these kids these nowadays dying from Juuls.
Yeah.
Not dying, having strokes, brain bleeding, hemorrhaging.
Yeah.
What's up with that? Let's talk
Have
about
they
that.
have they proven that's from the nicotine?
They haven't.
Yeah, that's some other genetic.
That's propaganda.
Think so.
So George Bush
I
is
saw
back.
a few people got pre-oral cancer, but I don't even think there's
What
like
even
a-
is pre-oral cancer?
like maybe like a benign tumor. I'm not sure.
Okay.
Well,
Pre-oral is just a weird
Well,
word.
pre-cancer or yeah, I guess pre-oral. They just had cancer before they had oral
Yeah.
sex.
Pre-oral's like kind of dry down here. So what you gonna do?
With the mouth too.
Yeah.
these kids were smoking like 2 Juul pods a day.
So I've been there in the depths of my Juul addiction, in the trenches of my nicotine-induced psychosis.
2 pods a day?
I don't think that was not consistent, but I've definitely went through 2
Yeah, I've
pods
done
in
that.
a day.
That's maybe one.
Yeah, they're dirty. They're dirty little devices.
That was a habit. This kid was smoking them from 2015 on, and the whole reason for the lawsuit,
And then he
I could be
hemorrhaged?
wrong, is the fact that the whole reason that they're suing is because Juul never mentioned that it was addictive. And
Yeah, but I feel like
when
that
it
was
initially
assumed.
packaged.
I feel like that was really assumed. It's a fucking nicotine product.
Yeah, I mean, and when you get that fat buzz, like you kind of.
No, you need that thicky buzz though. That's the thing. Like people like, all right, so I know they could have done this differently, but if they marketed in a way where they were like, hey kids, I know you never will smoke a cigarette, but have you ever heard about a thicky buzz? You ever heard about a buzz so thick it rivals peanut butter?
I'd try that shit out.
Yeah, I would have done it, and I did it. I did it anyway. But I mean, thank God I wasn't like 14. I had cigarettes then. Who needed a fucking Juul back then, dude? We're in the trenches. We're in the trenches out here. No need for a fucking Juul. That old fashioned cowboy killer, that Marlboro Red.
I was
Smoke 4 of those. Tell me how you feel, Juul users.
I was talking to a kid who was in middle school pretty recently.
Okay.
And he was
how recently?
and he was telling me
I was
about
in middle
how-
school fairly recently.
and he was telling me about how they caught a 5th grader with one of those dab carts.
Okay, that's not good. It's also just
How old could he have possibly 11? 11 years
I mean,
old.
kids
He's-
smoke
Yeah.
pot at 11, man.
I know,
They
but
do.
it wasn't that easy.
Yeah, but nah. I remember in middle school the big thing was like kids would just be pushing oregano, and like they would get in trouble for it like it was pot too, which was hilarious because they
Good,
just got
man.
duped.
Good.
Yeah,
If you're that
arrest
much of
those kids.
If you're that much of an asshole
Yeah.
that early on, they should lock you up prematurely and have you in
Yeah,
jail
dude,
at
fucking.
like 12.
Nah, I mean I actually don't feel that way. I don't feel that way for sure. Like
yeah,
if you were getting deep about it, it's like there is like a definite like suspension to prison pipeline. Like there's debates about this, and the evidence is pretty clear. It's like kids that get in a lot of trouble when they're younger generally have a higher chance of going to prison. So
I mean, all right, so I'll take it back. If you're dumb enough to buy oregano in 5th grade, then you should be in
Yeah. Okay.
prison.
So yeah, if you buy weed, you should get help. If you buy oregano, you should get arrested.
You should get arrested and put into
You should go
a
to
little
jail.
5th grade jail.
Yeah, you really should go to jail. The last thing I definitely want to talk about is this dude I found, Morpheus ASMR. I think he might be the next Lil Nas X, although I'm not sure. So I'm not totally sure yet, but I think he might be. So his whole thing is like any ASMR channel. He's just eating. He's just not all of them are eating, but like a lot of them he's eating. But this guy, I think what probably happened is he probably retired early, and then realized that you know what, it's not gonna work out for me. I don't have enough money. Yo, Devin, don't do that.
Hey, what's going on, Norway, Maine? Welcome to the Weathering with Matt. We got a scorch alert, because Tuesday, July 30th is going to be a scorcher. Be prepared to cancel your plans. There's a 10% chance of rain and 61% humidity. There's a low of 92. Wow. And a low of 65. Oh, get ready for the cold at night, guys. I know what I'm doing tomorrow.
That was a transgression.
Let's see.
Yeah, so this video will pop up, but there is really something with this guy that inspires me. So here he is.
Hey everyone.
Right here, he's got Outback.
Steakhouse tonight. The first time I've ever gone to Outback.
And he started his channel not whispering, so I'll say that. He started his channel with zero whispering, and then whispering was developed in there. So he what we're seeing right now is he's bringing home 4 boxes. He gets a blooming onion, of course. He gets a blooming onioned filet mignon, which I did not know was something that they offered, but they do. He gets a salad, and then he says in this video, he says, "Oh, I got this cheesecake to offset the salad," and he says healthy salad.
Ooh.
So
Let's listen real quick.
we're not gonna be able to hear much. He whispers low.
Salad. I got a nice slice of carrot cake.
But yeah, you could really. There's a lot of inspiration here, and I think these people might start getting paid by these restaurants. If I'm gonna be completely honest, because what better advertisement is there for Outback than just watching a 60-year-old dude slowly eat it into the camera?
That was a good looking blooming.
Blooming onions are so fucking sexy.
Wow.
You ever just lust over a blooming onion?
That's actually more impressive.
I went to Chili's and they have their own version. It's like an awesome blossom, and it's just like
Well, those frauds.
off-brand blooming onion.
Awful blossom. Yeah, he comments on the on how whack the appearance of the blooming steak is.
Oh, that is so fucking funny.
Yeah, but I mean, I think this guy really does have a future, and I'm rooting for him. And I would love for him to call into the podcast. So Morpheus, if you're listening, one of your biggest fans. Also, the comments are wild too, because it's all people that like just legitimately love the videos.
I legitimately love that video.
They're like, "Oh, you're adorable. Like, I love watching you eat this food. It makes me so hungry."
You're gonna tell me that dude wasn't adorable?
Yeah.
That was the most adorable thing I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
You wouldn't scratch his belly.
I wish that dude was
After
my
he eats.
dad, man. Sorry, Dad, but like, come on.
Wow.
That's a real
Start an
man there.
ASMR channel. come on now, dude.
We should do an entire podcast in ASMR.
No, we could, man.
Scratch ourselves.
Maybe just scratch this podcast and just call it Understimulated, and just
Right now, we're the #1 non-ASMR ASMR review channel.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
That's a good point. And once we crack into that industry, it's over, dude. Then I'm going
Well,
to
we just
Ibiza
did.
once a month.
Yeah.
Once a month Ibiza.
Dude,
Okay.
ASMR reviews of ASMR channels.
You're onto something here, dude.
Wow.
You're really onto something here. Well,
Wow.
ladies and gentlemen,
If this doesn't work out, that is definitely what we're doing.
It has been a pleasure talking to y'all. We got to get to our newfound career of reviewing ASMR channels in ASMR. What was your favorite part about talking to these people today, Danny?
Shitting on Mark Wahlberg easily.
That was your favorite part?
I'm going to do that a lot more in my off time, too, now.
I didn't have a favorite part because I liked all of it equally.
Great
So-
answer.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, this
Yep.
has been the Overstimulation podcast.
This is the overly stimmed, underly. I don't know. I kind of lost my train of thought.
All right, this has
Thank
been
you,
the
America.
Understimulated podcast. I'll see you guys later.
Thank you, America. Fuck you, Canada.
I was